Alright, hello everyone, Pammaster47 here, and welcome back to another episode inside of Floating Sandbox. And let me just pull the game up real fast. Let's just put live scene on right there. I'm gonna get rid of that, just because that really didn't show anything much. Alrighty guys, so today, why do I have no sound coming through my... There's no game audio, why is that? Controls, game preferences probably... I might have turned my mute... Yeah, there's nothing coming through these headphones. Well, that's great. One moment, guys. I'm gonna try to fix this. Okay, audio would be. Oh, okay. Default. I don't know why I'm not getting sound. Odd. Let me try disabling that one. Okay, no. Can't do that. Let's disable that. Oh. Oh, never mind. I was excited there for a second. Where am I getting... Sorry, guys. USB. Is it coming out of my mic? Or my... That's coming out of the headphones. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Why is there no game audio playing? Settings, I guess. Sound advanced settings. I know we don't have sound, but this is a great example of how Titanic was supposed to stay afloat. See, with one compartment breach, she wouldn't sink. With two, I don't think she'll sink, but we might be wrong with that one. Why is there no sound? Ow. That hurt. Sorry, guys, I'm a little, losing my voice, which isn't the best, but it'll do. Would be output audio. Sound out of anything. There I have sound out of the... If I switch that to the headset. Why is it still coming through the... okay. Head... Why are you coming out of the speakers? You should not be coming out of my speakers. Okay. I don't have sound in my head. Let me know if you got... Let me know if you guys have sound, but let's get into the video. But as you guys can see, two compartments flooded, Titanic's not gonna sink. Now, if there's a third, It's not coming through my headphones. Oh my. Anyway, so what we're gonna do. Yeah, I should be getting sound, but I'm not. That hurts. Set that to like 70. Anyway, so what we're gonna do, we're going to sink ships, similar to how the Titanic sank. Now, if you guys don't know the Titanic, if you guys don't know the story of Titanic, first of all, uh, go watch like a nature documentary or something. There we go. And second of all, if you do, good job. So, Titanic. How she sank at night, which I'm going to turn it to night, but not so much at night where you won't be able to see the ship. Although in real life, that's probably that's probably all they would have been able to see. But I'm going to turn the lights up. I'm going to turn the lights up so we can actually see the ship, but just a little bit darker so we have a little bit of trouble seeing the ship. So Titanic sank when its first six, actually, compartments were flooded. So that is one, two, three, four, and five should be like right there. All right, first five compartments flooded. I did turn the sinking like time a little bit down just so we can get some nice slow sinkings here. Oh, I forgot to ring the bell so that make sure that see if that is coming through the. Why are you at desktop audio? No. Now watch. I clicked off of that. It's gonna go right back to how it was. I bet you $5. Nope. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with it. All right. So Titanic sinking. Bow's going down into the. We have our first bit of stress, but it's not too much to be worried about. Propellers are coming out of the water. You know, the usual. We hit an iceberg or something. Now, if Titanic probably would have ran the iceberg, she would have been fine, but they were trying to get away scotch-free. Well, scratch-free, I should say. And well, Titanic, let's just say, was built to for a head-on collision. It was more. In fact, this first compartment right here was just dead space. So that if she would have been like she would have head-on collisioned with, uh, say, the iceberg would have destroyed maybe up to the second compartment, maybe a little bit of that third, but it would have been fine closing off the watertight doors. Now, she was also built to be rammed, which she could have been rammed, had maybe three at most compartments flooded, watertight doors closed. They would have been okay as well. However, Titanic wasn't designed to be sideswiped, which is what caused her downfall. Now, in turn, since she was designed for the ship to hit something head on, the watertight bulkheads up to about probably here. You know, it's up to boiler room 6, which is the fifth compartment. Actually, it probably would have been more up there. We're built up to D deck right there. However, The ones in the middle were only built to go up to the bottom of E deck, just to make the grand staircase a little bit better. I bet they regretted that decision like right after. But yeah. So Titanic sinking, the first lifeboat probably would have left roughly at this time in the sinking. You see all the I do have stress turned on, so we can see just exactly how these sink. And what is going on as it does sink. So, water's coming up to about D deck here. I'm just telling with the lights. I know they're not accurate, but water's coming up to what looks like D deck right now. It was a calm night. There were like no waves. So yeah, that's why I don't have waves turned on. I'm trying to get this as accurate to the night of the sinking as possible. Now, obviously, different variables would have like happening inside the ship that night that aren't happening on this simulation affected it a little bit differently, such as a bulkhead down here failed, flooding the entire grand, or not flooding the bottom of the grand staircase with like 3 feet of water, or like this bulkhead failed like midway through the sinking, or kind of towards the end of the sinking. Right now, Titanic, we would have been, we're probably roughly an hour 30 into the actual sinking. Like this isn't like a real time sinking or anything. This is just it's just an example of what we're looking for later. I'm gonna throw my computer right up there so I can watch how I'm doing. Contrary to the '97 film with the same name, the ship did not break here as it does in the movie. In fact, it does break here. I think the ongoing theory is that Titanic actually broke up from the bottom, causing a structural failure, causing all this to break off. Like it was a bit there that was about to break off, and then it all shingled off. Because if you look at the wreck on the bottom of the ocean, I think it's up to here for the bow, and then up to here on the stern. This entire middle section is missing and gone. So it looks like we haven't really gotten any lower in the water. That's probably mostly because of this actually happened on the actual ship where the water, like the bow, sank down to a certain degree. It held up there until all the compartments flooded to about the same level, and then it just started pouring up and over the bulkhead walls. And it took maybe so. So yep. Right now, I would kind of well, I mean, they didn't really start screaming and hollering aboard the Titanic until the last lifeboat left, which was probably when the water got above the uh, the the forecastle deck right here, or the forecastle for all. Yep, she's listing at say probably 7 to 10 degree angle. Um, not really much more to be said until the sinking kind of picks up here. Water's almost up to the nameplate right there. I know it probably would be a little bit easier to see. Oh, something broke. Oh, yep, we're getting stress fractures. And that should be good, I'm thinking, until we snap this. Or until this snaps, this cable. You see, we're getting a little stress over there, but not as much as up here. If anything, we're more likely to break here. All right. You see, we're getting a little stressed down here, and this is actually making us, yay, recreating disasters. Yeah, that's what we're doing. But no, I just want to see if we can, because you watch Titanic in 3D. I haven't watched it in 3D. I have the VHS of Titanic, or at least the two VHS tapes of the movie. So, if you guys want to see like all the theories on the breakup of Titanic, of how she split in half, check the playlist for Floating Sandbox on my channel. Water is getting pretty high up right now. But the theory I believe myself is the Mengot theory, where the ship actually didn't start breaking up here. It actually started the breakup down here, causing a chain reaction, which would have split this at about the same time. It held on, I'd say roughly B deck, which is like right here. That held on, caused all this to break off, which, yeah, it's a real interesting theory. If you guys, you should re-up on it. At least that's a theory I believe, at least. So, ship is sinking. I'd say all these lifeboats are gone except for the collapsibles up here. We should be, I'd say the ship would roughly be at the last few lifeboats here on the real, like, maybe there's like three, if that, boats up there. Um, but yeah, I'm not actually a fan of the movie Titanic, believe it or not. I, not saying it's a bad movie, I just don't, I'm not a fan of it. I think too many people associate the movie with what actually happened, which isn't even remotely true. Yeah, ship's going down. Water would be pouring into this right here. Oh, that didn't sound good at all. Oh God, we might have a, premature split. Pretty much. I'm gonna turn the strength. What is the strength at? Like strength? It's at 2. Turn turn it up to 3. But we are, man, is it fighting to stay together right there. The water would be starting to, now the water's starting to pour over. This, it doesn't look good for the people on the Titanic right now. Oh, these snapped. I genuinely don't think I've ever had these snap on their own. Oh, it snapped right off of there. The, That wasn't supposed to happen. Why did that break? I'm gonna repair that. Jeez, it's like I turned up the strength and everything like self-destructed. Odd. But that wasn't supposed to fall yet. All right. Yeah, water's starting to pour into here. It's kind of slow. I'm gonna turn the speed of the sinking up a little bit. I did not intend to turn it up. I had it pretty low, so we could have an enjoyable sink. But doesn't look like it just looks like it's taking a little too long there. First funnel shouldn't be off though yet. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There she goes. Um Ladies and gentlemen, the RMS Titanic has left the building. I'm just gonna break the funnels off because there's no way the funnels would have survived that. The funnels would have not survived that. All right, so ship goes dark. I'm gonna put a little bit of structure damage on there. Holy crap! I didn't think that would have broke as soon as it did. All right, bow goes down. I'm not trying to make the wreck look realistic, or as realistic as I'm trying to make the sinking. It's cool though. All right. Sorry if I'm not really talking, guys. There's not really much to talk about. At least I can't think of anything to talk about right now. But the bow's going down. And pause that real quick. I know there's a. Would it be ocean floor, silt hardness. What is this? Solid emission of silt. Ah, elasticity. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Turn that down to about 200. See what happens here. See if we can get a accurate Titanic bow wreck. So pretty much the bow of the Titanic goes down, hits the ocean floor, and I realize the watertight doors are doing a fabulous job, by the way. Give it up for the watertight doors there for actually doing their job. Unlike my boss, my one boss at least. Some just hit the ocean floor. That is still attached to something. I'm not quite sure what. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Okay, you know what? There. There. Just gonna break that out. So all this would just kind of some of the boilers flying out the back probably. So pretty much, when the bow hits the bottom of the ocean, it will it like glides across the bottom, buries itself in, it breaks its back, and then there's the Titanic we have today. All right, stern's going up. Stern's going down, I should say, with confidence that the yeah. These would all probably be gone. All right, so stern's going down. Let's see how the bow's doing. Oh, there it hit. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's see how the stern hits. For those of you who don't know, the stern goes down. It's going to probably be almost vertical, if not completely vertical. When it... All right, stern goes. Looks like mine's going to capsize here. And again, this could be different every time I do it. All right, and the Jack is probably like, okay, hold your breath in 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. And I doubt it's going to hit how it would have. Right, we should be getting more water. Oh, it's pretty much almost already full of the water. That broke pretty accurately, actually. So pretty much what happens, this is supposed to hit propeller first. but it doesn't look like it's going to get down far enough to do so. But regardless, that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to up the brightness so we can actually see. What is it doing? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, that hurt. I'm going to up the brightness. We're going to load different ships and see how they sink. And I think the best ship to start off with, ow, is, if I can find it, it's above Titanic. We're going to take a few ships similar to Titanic, by the way, to do this theory. There, the Britannic. The HMHS Britannic. Ouch. The sister ship to the Titanic. So we're going to do the same thing here. Everything should be roughly the same. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit. Gonna smooth it out, he says. Puts a giant thing there. I don't even know why this is a thing. Oh yeah, because I wanted to dry dock the ships and like try to fix them. Yeah, we're going to open ocean. All right. So similar to how we did the Titanic just then, I'm going to just get the first 5 compartments. See, Britannic actually did sink, but the it hit a mine and it hit it roughly about here. And the reason it sank, it only punctured 2 compartments. But the reason it sank is because the watertight doors in the entire front of the ship were gone, and then some of the portholes were open, causing water to flood into various parts of the ship. But I'm gonna do a hole there, hole there, hole there, 2. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. All right, 6 compartments flooded. Britannic sinking how her sister did. And we're just gonna see what happens. So I guess the only fair thing to do is drop the strength. Come on. Was it still? Oh, it's over here. Odd. Why is it doing that? I guess the only fair thing to do is just turn the strength down to 2.2022. Now, after the Titanic, Britannic was not finished before Titanic's main voyage. So what they did, they extended the bulkheads up to D deck, I believe. Actually, I think they extended them all the way up to B deck on the Olympic. I don't know about the Britannic, though. Ah. Alright. So, ship's going down, like Titanic. Unlike Titanic, we're not seeing a lot of stress actually build up. So this could be fairly interesting here. Alright, water's already flooding over the compartments. These are only up to F deck for some reason. And again, no stress, so this is gonna be fairly interesting. I'm gonna put the Olympic, Titanic's other sister, against the same scenario to see if it sinks. Okay, so it's flooding two, three, four. It's flooding its eighth compartment. No stress. This is actually pretty interesting. Looks like this is about to go down in half the time Titanic did. Kind of like the actual ship, except Titanic took 2 hours and 40 minutes to sink. The Britannic only took, I believe it was 52 minutes to sink. But they did get everybody off the ship for the Britannic. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. And it would have been at this moment in the, oh, there she's starting to see some stress. Okay, interesting. I'm thinking the sudden jolt of this flooding is what caused that, but I'm not certain. But she does seem to be stressing out a little bit. But I'm not going to do it unless it breaks itself apart. So the bridge is underwater. All right, four little things of stress right there. See if that increases as the ship does go down. I am going to slice this funnel off. Alright, we are getting a fairly stressed out bit here. Not as bad as what the Titanic was like. This would have been about what the angle of Titanic was actually at when she split. And when Britannic went down, she sank to about there, almost vertical, and the bow hit the sea floor, causing a stress fracture there, but the wreck is actually still intact in one piece to this day. It's actually one of the most preserved wrecks in maritime history. Because she's so far down, or she's so in such shallow water, you can actually go scuba diving to see the ship. So that's cool. Once this goes underwater, this isn't going to be stressed anymore. And stern is rising into the air. Whoops, cut the funnel. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. And this is how a lot of people thought Titanic was actually going to sink, or did until they found the wreck of it. Is in one piece. Yeah, they thought it was going to sink in one piece. So that's fun, I guess. Um, and weird, the fact is they took two survivor testimonies, and those two survivors would have been in no position to actually see the ship split. It was actually Charles Lightoller, the second officer of the Titanic. They took his testimony, even though he was over here when the ship would have sank. So he wouldn't have really had a whole good view. So there that funnel goes. Those waves might cause a little bit of might have an underwater break. Some people say that's how Titanic sank. It was underwater because there were a couple testimonies that said no, it didn't split. So would be fairly interesting to see an underwater break. This is about what the '97 film looked like. But I just do not think it's going to split. Yeah, I really do not think it's not even really like going down anymore. It's really just tilting, like rotating. If we were to put this down a couple more degrees, probably would might split actually. I'm not trying to make it split though. Hello, Blue Foxy. Ooh. Oh no, there's probably just one of the funnels hitting yep. There it looks like it's going. And yeah, it's not gonna split. So that was interesting for sure. Why are you ranking the most tragic thing? Well, I'm just seeing like how, like, and if it would happen to other ships of Titanic's time, and why it may have failed. And I wouldn't really call it the most tragic thing. Like we've had worse scenarios. We've had a shipwreck or ship that caught fire and killed more than the Titanic. This would have felt fallen off a while ago with these gantries. You know what? I hate these things sometimes. These gantries would be completely off the ship already. That probably the mast would have probably fell off. We don't need it. I see all the stress would have. All the stress down here probably would have disappeared by now. Or it did. Cut the ship. No, no, I'm just gonna let it go by itself. Because my Titanic split by itself. Oops, I just hit my cup. Okay, I should probably get a game of poker out. Like, play a full game of poker on the back of the Titanic there. Or the Britannic, sorry. And there goes her power. Well, she's struggling, but there goes her power. I was wondering when that would have went out. That mast is gonna fight me tooth and nail for it to actually sink. And it's not. Oh, there she's speeding up. I think. I don't know. This is actually kind of interesting to watch. That's why I'm still letting it go. Okay, I'm just gonna let this play, and I'm gonna let it hit the seafloor when it sinks, just to see what we would get for a wreck if we'd get. All right, she's sinking. She's still sinking. Uh, Once like that hits the water, it's gonna speed it up a little bit because we got more points of entry here. Is that the ship? That's not the ship. That's something. More funnels are hitting. So that's fun. We got various bits of debris from the gantries. That mast does not want to sink, so I'm just going to. Here's the flood tool. Let that get a little bit farther under. There it goes. Alright, ship's going down. Pretty slowly, actually. Technically, water would be flowing into there, and then probably down that doorway. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Generator was there. That be flooded? Yes. Anything that can be flooded, I'm gonna flood just to speed this up a little bit. Alright, there it goes. I think. Wow, it is really going slow there. And down she goes. Very slowly. If Jack would have been saying, "Hold your breath, Rose, three, two, one," and they probably would have suffocated by now, but it is fighting to stay up. And and there it goes. All right. All right. Ship would have probably. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't say. We're a little high up on the surface yet for it to have imploded. I'd say now it would probably would have imploded by now, but all right, now she's sinking a little bit faster. And I just want to see, like, is this just gonna stay like this the whole way down? Looks like it doesn't know what it wants to do yet. Oh, there the mast just broke, so that's fun. That might, I don't know what that is. I think it's all the air trying to pull the ship up. The water's trying to pull it down. All right, so she should be about to hit the sea floor any time now. Doesn't really look like it's gonna turn at all, so this is going to be fairly interesting. Might have a vertical shipwreck, so that'd be pretty cool. Probably not. It's probably gonna hit the ground. This is gonna break, and it's gonna capsize. think it's starting to fall. And I was gonna hit like a torpedo. Oh, there it's gonna split like it was supposed to. It might even not do that. Oh, there it goes. Okay, yeah, now it broke. Well, kind of. And this is probably gonna destroy a good bit of the back of this. Might fully split, I doubt it, but it might. And yeah, no, it's still attached to probably at some points here. All that's gone, so that's fun. And there we go, Britannic sinking like Titanic. All right. So now we're gonna get the Olympic in here. Wherever it might be. There's Lusitania, so Olympic shouldn't be too far from. There's the Olympic, the old Olympic. There we go. Now it's light out. So we got the Olympic here. So we're gonna sink it just like Titanic. Cut that. Second compartment, third compartment, fourth compartment, fifth compartment, and finally sixth compartment. And just see how it sinks here. If it breaks like Titanic, or if it stays in one piece like Olympic, or who knows, it might even go down in one piece and stay in one piece. I don't know. We are sure gonna find out. But it's so far video's going pretty well. I getting some results I There already were flooding over. Seems that they don't have too big of watertight compartments. Again, that could be that could have been something the reason why the Titanic split like it did. Like, and already, so yeah, again, I'm thinking it might have been the bulkheads on these simulations at least, because Titanics were about up to here, and it flooded all this first, causing this to bend more. Now I'm thinking that since these are lower, it's not exactly creating the tension. interesting right here. No stress. I don't know. Maybe we won't get any or much stress at least. Maybe it's gonna go down one piece like the Britannic. Oh no, there's the two lines of stress we got with the Britannic. Now I guess the big question is that stress gonna grow while the ship goes down? See, we got three lines of stress, or is it gonna hold? Probably cut the funnels. It's probably still attached. There that goes. There it broke. We're gonna cut that funnel. It's always falling backwards. I don't know. Ship's going down like the 97 Titanic movie. Genuinely thought it would have broken by now. Alright. And looks like Olympic's also gonna go down in one piece. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So we're gonna take that funnel off right there. All those lifeboats would have been taken off. I'm not gonna take these ones off yet. Or the davits would have been gone. Funnels are probably already hitting the bottom. That one did. Alright, looks like we're gonna have relatively similar results here. Okay. So, yeah, ship is still sinking. And we've been going for about an hour now. It's not too bad. Yeah, these davits would have been going by now. So there. Oh, now she's speeding up. Holy crap. Up there broke. Oh, might break off. And there it hit a standstill there. Just gonna cut that off. And there it goes. Okay. Alright. And already off the bat, I can see this is, or it might just look like it to me. It looks like it's starting to level itself out. What flag was on that? Okay, that's the White Star flag. I guess that's the Union Jack, and that's the American flag right there. It looks like it's trying to level out at least. Alrighty. And down it goes. So that's probably not going to flood that rudder. Didn't think. And here we go. We're about to see how this goes. So there, that mast finally broke. With a little help from me, of course. That flag would probably be gone. Here we go. Oh, there we go. And there she split again along that same seam. And that's going to fall and break its back. Must split into three pieces, actually. I mean, you can really still tell what the ship is. If anything, this is gonna, when it rots, that's gonna break off first, causing the whole superstructure to fall with it. And it seems like it's splitting, like, more along the bulkheads. Like, the bulkheads are holding their own here. Alright, and that's the Olympic. Alright, we're gonna sink probably two more, I think. And then that'll probably be good for a video. But we're going to sink the Lusitania here, in the same style of the Titanic. Now, this model I know is strong, so I seriously doubt that it's gonna sink like Titanic. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens. I doubt it's gonna split, is what I was trying to say. But first compartment, first two compartments, three. Oh, might just be the way the ship's angled. Looks like that finally stopped about here. So Lusitania is just a couple feet, a couple, like, I'd say no more than 40, 50 feet shorter than Titanic. So it is going to be interesting to watch this. Now, Lusitania, interestingly enough, was not a White Star Line ship, for one. It was a Cunard ship, and it was powered by 4 turbine propellers. And yes, there are 2 on the other side. There should be 2 on the other side of that. Some sound like it broke. I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry, guys. Alright, looks like this is spilling over. So, Lusitania's bulkheads are also very different from Titanic in the fact that these are actually capped off at the top. I do know I think it just goes up to that line. It's capped off at the top, except for a little thing here for people to get out. And then there's another bulkhead. I think it's capped off about there. But these are actually capped off at the top. Like there's a watertight sort of roof. Alright, so the ship is sinking. There it is. And you'll see when this starts, when this floods a little bit more, what I'm talking about. Now, interestingly enough, when Lusitania sank, well, Lusitania got torpedoed. Roughly there. And then another explosion, probably more there, happened somewhere else on the ship. We're not sure where. But we think it's like right here. And that's why it sank in 18 minutes. Because you see it's hitting that roof right there. But it sank in 18 minutes because the thing would have hit and then the ship lost all power. Like 30, maybe 30 seconds after. So yeah, there's that. Also, they got stuck in like a slow turn because the ship wouldn't respond. It was bad. I don't actually know where the gap is in this to allow water to get up there. But like I was saying, watertight doors probably weren't closed either. So Lusitania might have gotten to about propellers were out of the water. As it propellers got to about there, bridge would have been about water would have been about there onto the bridge. And then the back started dropping, and it pretty much sank level. So the funnels didn't really fall off. Okay, there's the gap. Or should start pouring them that way. There's one of the gaps at least. So yeah, so the funnels actually fell or did not fall off the ship until it hit the bottom, and then all the funnels kind of fell off. All right. Lusitania also had a crap ton of lifeboats. Like they had all these, and then I think they had more lifeboats on top of that. So yeah, but they only got 5 off of the ship because they did not have enough time to get like any of these off. They got 5 off. I think they were just lucky, honestly. But yeah, like I thought, ship's not really getting much stress in it. We'll give that time, see how that if it changes. Okay. So yeah, we'll see how if there's gonna be much stress by the time we uh get to about here, till water gets up on the deck. All right. Ship's kind of struggling to stay afloat here, but that struggle is not going to last much longer, as water is now, well, you just zoom in real fast, you can see it's kind of on the deck now, so all right. And then we're probably gonna test probably a newer ship. Let's be honest. For this last one, we'll test the so many choices. I think all the cruise ships are probably up. I'm gonna sink the yellow submarine. Get up. There's probably cruise ships up here. There we go. We're gonna sink that one. 2019 cruise ship seems to bulkheads are actually holding up quite nice. Better than what I thought. So, no stress it doesn't look like up here, which is good. What you want to have on a boat is no stress. I think it's mostly because these are kind of staying in one spot. there's no saving this ship. They probably would have gotten 10 to 15 boats out already. A lot of people would have lived. Let's just start with that. If this was a real-time sinking, of course. Propellers are not out of the water yet. This is quite fascinating, of course, to me, as a ship, as a ship enthusiast, I guess you could say, just how this is sinking. I say we hit another cap right there. I think there's one more bulkhead until the superstructure. Ship might be okay though. So until this starts flowing up into a upper compartment here, I think we're mostly at a standstill. Well, down here, of course, we still got a lot of compartments to flood. I don't even know where the cutoff point is, honestly. A common misconception, or a, not really a misconception, but a common thing said about the Lusitania was, or fact of the Lusitania, was that like right here there was the ship was actually carrying ammunition during the First World War. So one theory how the ship sank is when the torpedo hit here, it ignited the ammunition here, causing the second explosion. Now, a second theory states that it was not the ammunitions that blown up and caused the second hole in the hull. However, the theory does state that if these would have blown up, you would have seen it would have blown a hole straight through the ship. But there's no hole on the other side of the, well, I guess the cargo bay. Now, another theory states that the second explosion was caused by the coal dust from the almost empty coal hoppers, I guess, which would have been like around the explosion. Now, Titanic was a little different from Lusitania. Whereas Titanic had the bulkhead, coal bunker, boiler room, bunker, uh, bulkhead, Lusitania was bulkhead, boiler room, bulkhead, and then the coal bunkers were along the sides of the ship. So that it was side of the ship, bunker, boiler room, bunker, side of the ship. So it states that since Lusitania was a good half a day from her destination, the uh, the coal bunkers would have relatively been empty, causing the coal dust to ignite and blow up. Well, the spark from the but whatever you guys believe, uh, you know, I think what was it like? There were like two, close to 2,000, 2,500 people on board the ship. Only like 300 survived or something. Or a tornado. Oh God. Texas weather is bad. Sorry for laughing, but that's just funny. It's looking like the one propeller's kind of cresting the water right here. Doesn't look like it's going to get much further, so I'm thinking this is probably going to start leveling out. But I'm not certain. So I bought a bullwhip off Amazon for roughly around 50 bucks. And I was trying it out today, and boy is it fun to use. I whacked myself a good couple times, but I got to crack a couple times, and it was pretty fun. You know, I hit the back of my leg. It hurt pretty bad. This is very dark. Oh, word. Yeah, it's like what 6 o'clock for you now? About the time the sun goes down. Or is it like 5? High winds. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. So I guess it's a good thing that the ship is not really leveling itself out. It's kind of stuck. It's just so that water could get up over these bulkheads, and what if it started flooding up here? We might be able to, you know, might have sank by now, but all right. So ship's going down kind of gradually here. She's starting to level out a bit. That's why you're seeing these back bulkheads or compartments starting to flood. Try to get that little bit of strand out of there. It's kind of bugging me. But yeah, as this goes, starts slumping down, it's going to cause the water to not really have to work as much to get over these. Why did I laugh? At what? This is taking kind of long to sink, isn't it? Guess lifeboats would start getting flooded. No, I guess not, because water wouldn't have reached it over that banister. There we go. Water's starting to flood up through here. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take. It's taking forever. Okay. It's taking forever, yet it shouldn't take much longer, if that makes any sense. It's taking quite the time. Okay. How long have we been going for? About 2 hours now. That's great. Yeah, I'm going to just poke a little hole in there just to get this a little bit going a little bit faster here. There we go. And do I cut the funnels? Um, Also, I don't think this is gonna split because most of the weight is up here. Like, not a lot of weight is back here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the funnels. Oh, here we go. Now it's all over. Ship's going down. I'm just gonna cut this funnel here. We're just gonna let it fall a little bit and then fully cut it. I don't know why that one's a different color. Like that's a slightly like almost duller shade, I'd say, of yellow than that one. Maybe it's the shadow from this. I really don't know. Alright, I think it's pretty obvious. Lusitania is not going to split in half. Holy crap. Okay, I was. This is gonna be laggy. Okay. Well, let's sink it. Oh yeah, I got it. I'm gonna turn the water. Uh, not the speed up to like 7.5 to. Gonna wait for that to hit the thing, the thing. Anyway, hello everybody, every new viewer in the chat. 3. There's 4. Oh wow, that's like, what is that? Oh, I guess it'd be the pumps. And there's 5. Oh wait, we need to do 6, don't we? That didn't even really make a hole. There we go. All right, that is quite literally half the ship right there that we just flooded. Oh, we got draining pumps. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if like in the event of a sinking, all these can be shut off from the rest of the ship and the pumps can be turned on. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, this is not running smoothly at all, I know, but thinking if this is gonna split anywhere, it's gonna be like here. But I don't know if it will. Alright, ship is flooding like normal. Okay, now that's hitting a central hallway. we're gonna see how this goes. I think this is definitely probably gonna be the last. All right, bow's going down. Stern's probably coming up out of the water. Sorry guys. Alrighty. Probably a little bit of pandemonium going on board here, considering half the lifeboats are swamped. All right. And then another thing, like with these cruise ship ones that people make, they put like one light source in each room, or at least each one of these doors is a room, and they put one light source on all of them. When the generator gets hit and all this goes out, you're not going to see as much, or we're not going to have as much lag because there's not as many, you know, lights. There we go. There went the generator. And we're still lagging. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't. I got 5. I didn't get 6 compartments. Whoops, my bad. Said we did a bit of grounding there off of a maybe a rock or land. Alrighty. Da, 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 da. Alright, I'm going to speed up the sinking again, just so we can get out of here before like midnight. Alright. Alright. So maybe it won't split in half. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little interruption there. So, so yeah, boat's still sinking. Fairly a lot slower than what I would have intended. So we're just gonna put a few holes in there just to speed up the sinking a little bit. So I don't think this one's gonna split unless all the holes I poked in up here is gonna bring this down so much that would bring the back up out of the water, causing it to down the middle. Why is my microphone quiet? Is my microphone quiet? I don't know. Just the settings I have it on. Maybe I'm talking quiet, but no, I don't think I am. Maybe a little closer to my face, but I don't think that's gonna do much. Alright. Okay, it's taken quite a lot longer than what I thought it was going to. We're gonna flood these lifeboats here. It's not gonna help much, but it's gonna flood the boat just that little bit more. It's sinking pretty quick now, actually. It's just a lag that doesn't make it seem like it's going, that fast. I just took a look at how that's. Although I don't think it's sinking. I think it's more tilting. What's going on with that funnel? Oh, it's gone. Okay. If it would have split, it definitely would have done it by now. Oh my. All right, so I think it's quite clear this isn't going to flood either, or split. So, with that being said, I'm just going to head back here because that took way too long. Alright, so I do hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry that it was kind of a boring video. I thought we would have had much more ships that would split, but it didn't really appear so. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button? It really helps the channel out. Also, if you guys do not want to miss a future upload of anything I do, hit that notification bell. So I do hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.